My daughter told the court I could no longer recognize my own home, that I wandered rooms like a stranger, that I had become unsafe, confused, incapable. She said it with tears in her eyes, and everyone believed her. But there was one thing she never imagined. I remembered everything. And months before she filed those papers, I had already rewritten her future. The morning Amelia tried to take my life from me, she did it the same way she had done everything for years, with quiet certainty and the smile of someone who believed they were owed the world. She placed a folder on my dining table. Not gently, not violently either. Just firmly, like she was placing a gravestone. "Mom," she said, voice patient in the way people speak to someone they've already decided is difficult. "We need to talk about your situation." My situation. I looked at her hands, perfect nails, soft skin, the same hands I once held while she learned to walk across this very floor. "What situation?" I asked. She exhaled slowly, exchanging a glance with her husband Daniel, who leaned against the kitchen counter like a witness waiting for a confession. "Your memory," she said. There are moments in life when the air changes, when something invisible fractures between two people. This was one of them. "My memory?" I repeated. Amelia nodded with gentle sadness already prepared. "You've been forgetting things, Mom. A lot of things." Daniel added quietly, "You left the back door open last week all night." I turned toward him. "No, I didn't." He gave that sympathetic half smile people use for the elderly. "It's okay. You don't remember." I did remember. I remembered locking it, checking it twice, the way I always had since my husband died. But doubt is a seed children can plant in their parents with frightening ease. "Mom," Amelia said softly, sliding the folder toward me, "we're worried about you." I opened it. Medical forms, legal language, guardianship petition. My name printed in bold, and beneath it, cognitive decline, impaired judgment, unable to live independently. The words blurred for a moment, not because I couldn't read them, but because I suddenly understood what she was doing. "You think I have dementia," I said. Amelia reached across the table and covered my hand. Her touch felt practiced. "I don't think, Mom. We know something is wrong." Daniel nodded. "You've changed." Changed. Such a simple word for erasing someone. "I'm 72, I said. "Not gone." Amelia's eyes filled instantly. "I'm not saying you're gone. I'm saying you need help." She turned the page. "Sign here so we can manage things for you, just until you're stable." Manage things. I followed her finger down the page. Property authority, financial control, medical decisions. My entire existence reduced to signatures. "Amelia," I said quietly, "I'm not signing this." Her expression didn't change, but something underneath it hardened. Daniel spoke instead. "You're not safe alone anymore." I looked at him. "This is my home. Amelia's voice dropped the softness. You nearly set the kitchen on fire last month. I stared at her. That never happened. She tilted her head. You really don't remember? Daniel added, the pan was burning, smoke everywhere. The certainty in their voices pressed against me. Memory is a strange thing. Not because it fades, but because others can rewrite it around you. I cook every day, I said. Amelia sighed. That's exactly the problem. That was the moment I understood. This wasn't concern. It wasn't fear. It was preparation. The slow positioning of reality until I no longer existed inside it. I'm not signing, I repeated. The room went still. Amelia's hand withdrew from mine. And when she spoke again, the daughter was gone. Only the claimant remained. Then we'll have to go through the court. If you had met Amelia years earlier, you would have said she was devoted. She called every week, visited on holidays, brought gifts I never asked for. People told me how lucky I was. A daughter who cares that much, they'd say. I believed them. Mothers often do. What they didn't see was how Amelia had always measured love and inheritance. It began when she was 12. Her father had just died. The house felt too large for grief. One evening she asked, Mom, if something happens to you, who gets everything? I remembered laughing softly. You do. She nodded seriously. Good. At the time, I thought it was fear, a child needing security. I didn't recognize the calculation. As she grew older, that question returned in different forms. When she was 25, you should add me to the house deed, just in case. At 30, it would be easier if my name were on your accounts. At 35, you're not getting any younger. Each time I refused gently, each time she smiled. And waited. By 42, Amelia's life had become expensive. Private schools, luxury vacations, a house far beyond their income. Daniel chased investments that dissolved into debt. I saw hints of strain, the tight smiles, the late-night arguments they thought I couldn't hear during visits. But I never imagined the solution they chose. Until the day the folder appeared on my table. After I refused to sign, Amelia changed tactics. The kindness increased. She began stopping by daily, bringing groceries, cooking meals, reorganizing cabinets. I just want things safer for you, she'd say. She moved my medications into a weekly dispenser. It's easy to forget doses, she explained. I had never forgotten. But she insisted. Then the incident started. Small at first. I found my keys in the refrigerator. I laughed at the absurdity until Amelia arrived and frowned. Mom, this is serious. Another day, my reading glasses appeared in the freezer. You're scaring me, she whispered. Daniel began witnessing things too. You left water running upstairs. You forgot the stove again. You told the same story 3 times. Each time I denied them, they exchanged looks. Not angry, worried. That was worse, because worry suggests truth. Soon I started doubting myself. Did I move the keys? Did I misplace things? Was my mind slipping when I wasn't watching? They never argued. They just recorded. I didn't know at first, but Amelia had begun filming me. Short clips, moments of confusion she helped create. "Mom, what day is it?" If I hesitated, camera lifted. "Mom, where are your glasses?" After she'd moved them. "Mom, you left this here." After she'd placed it. Reality rearranged and captured. The first time she mentioned doctors, she cried. "I think we need an evaluation," she said, "just to be safe." I agreed. Because by then, even I wasn't sure anymore. But there was one thing Amelia never considered. While she was documenting my decline, I was documenting her. Quietly, carefully, completely. Because the truth is, long before she filed those guardianship papers, I had already discovered what she was doing. And I had already made sure she would never control anything I owned.